So Laurie is one of my patients who is finishing treatment right now, and we just took her x-rays after that first initial effective treatment dose. And if you would just share your experience about what you've kind of experienced you've had so far at Crossroads Brain Spine.
I started decompression therapy with Dr. Lee in the fall last year, and I have a lot of low back pain along with numbness down my leg, just excruciating pain that developed the lower back and into the glute, a lot of numbness. And I was kind of at my wit's end. And I heard about the decompression therapy and also the laser therapy that Dr. Lee does here at Crossroads Brain and Spine, and had to do something. I don't like to take medication. It doesn't work. I stay very active. I drive a lot. I do art type of things. So I started therapy, and after talking to Dr. Lee, I wasn't, and not just talking to him, but I didn't really consider that something would be immediate. I thought that it would probably take time to get results. But after my first decompression therapy for 20 minutes and then the laser therapy, it was a game changer. I mean, my low back pain was so much better. My glute wasn't numb anymore, and I was getting along. I stood up from the chair, and it was like a miracle, okay? It didn't necessarily last that perfect. Within the next couple days, some of it came back, but not all of it. It was nowhere near the pain that I was having before I started. So I was coming twice a week, and the second and third visit was about the same way. It was like a miracle was happening. So I'm very active, like I said, and at the same time, I am very cognizant of what I'm doing with my back. So I'm not bending over. I'm not doing weird things. I'm driving. I'm just doing normal, going to class, doing artsy-fartsy things. So, but I was getting relief, and I believed in it. So I continued to come here, and I noticed that after like the 5th or 6th, I wasn't getting that same relief, but it was not getting any worse. And I judge how I feel in the morning, trying to get out of bed, how I feel at the end of the day. And I was still going through my day without this pain when I started. So I am very happy that I came here for these sessions. And I will say that when I was looking into this, it was talking about decompression, and it was like, oh no, I've had that. I had traction done at a orthopedic type center where you lay on the bed and they kind of pull your legs. And that was like a horrible thing. My back was in a spasm for 2 weeks, and it was like there's nothing they would do. It was like, it did not work at all. It made me worse. So I was very apprehensive to start this. And the decompression table is nothing like that whatsoever. It's a very mild thing, and it felt good. It was just that gentle stretching and then relaxing, stretching. And while you're on the table, you're watching, what's it called? Scenic adventures. So it's a very relaxing thing for your brain, okay? So the whole process has just been lovely. I just am so thankful for this therapy that I've had. I don't take, not even Tylenol. It's like, that is really rough on your stomach when you take it long-term a lot over the years. So I'm really happy to find this therapy, and the laser therapy is wonderful too. One of the things I noticed was I'm on Medicare and I have a supplement plan, and this is not covered by insurance, so this would be out of my pocket. And when you go online and you read about this, if something isn't approved by the medical service, they tend to poo-poo it and call it fake, doesn't work type of thing. I don't necessarily believe what the medical people say, because all they can do for me is shots, surgery, and they don't even like to prescribe medication anymore. They shove Tylenol at you or Advil or something like that. So I thought, well, this is a leap of faith. I'm going to do that. Well, since then, I was online and looking at some medical things at Cleveland Clinic, which is a very prestigious, renowned medical establishment. They are starting to do decompression therapy and realizing the benefits for spine problems. So I'm hoping in the future that insurance will cover this and make it more available to people. As far as the money that I've spent, I decided to chart it on my credit card and I'm paying for it over time, but it is worth it for me. My quality of life is just so much better.